Whoa, 7.3 gang, welcome back to another Powerstroke Central video. Today we've got a special one for y'all. As you guys know, I have installed the cold air intake, S&B cold air intake on this Powerstroke, and I'm super pumped about that, and I really love that cold air intake a lot. I highly recommend that you guys get one for your truck. I've been driving it around now for about a week, so these are kind of my results after a week. I do really like it a lot. I'm gonna see if it gets me better fuel mileage in the future here whenever I fill up my tank and actually calculate out my fuel mileage and everything. But this video is actually about my turbo. The cold air intake did increase my turbo whistle a absolute ton. Like this, it's unfathomable how much of an increase the cold air intake put on my turbo. And I'm gonna be showing you guys that in this video, exactly how much more increase it did. And if you guys have this cold air intake on your turbo, I'm gonna show you guys how to give it a flutter as well, how to make it flutter and how to make it sound the absolute best. So we're gonna hit the road here, and I've got the hydro chip tuner on my 7.3 as well. So that also helps because it does increase turbo speed. If you guys have the setup that I do, hydro chip tuner and a cold air intake, then go ahead and try to follow these tips that I'm gonna give you. But it's really not that hard to, and I'm gonna be showing you guys sounds, and I'm also gonna be showing you guys how to make it whistle. So stay tuned and let's dive right into it here. All right guys, so the first thing that I'm gonna do, I have it on the whisper mode right now because it does help me save fuel mileage, but I'm gonna turn it to the 14 mode, which is the extreme mode. That is the super high power mode, and I'll actually roll a shitload of coal with that mode as well. And I'm gonna show you guys right here how to go ahead and make your turbo whistle. Hope you guys can hear that. Literally, it literally sounds like a echo on the turbo here, but here we go. We're gonna show you guys how to make it whistle. Woo. As you guys can hear, that was pretty freaking crazy. As you guys can hear the turbo flutter, I really hope you guys can hear that. I'm actually ripping it, guys. I just dumped a shitload of coal too. In order to like really get it to flutter, guys, you really need to like do a full-blown burnout, and then it'll like click and flutter like crazy. So I'm gonna do that for you guys up here in a second, and I'm gonna show you guys how to really make it flutter. As you guys can hear, the sounds are absolutely insane on this, and I really like this cold air intake a ton. As you guys can hear, the even if I rev it up to about like 2,000 and let it off, you guys can hear that little low echo from the turbo. That's the actual cold air intake. I did not have that sound at all. So I'm just gonna do a full-blown burnout here. Nobody behind me, nobody coming. As you guys can hear, that was pretty freaking crazy. And I gained a lot of power too, guys. I boosted way faster than if I wouldn't have had that turbo or that cold air intake. Absolutely insane, guys. You guys can hear that too. So something weird, I don't know if this is for everybody, but let me know in the comments down below. With the cold air intake, guys, my turbo actually flutters when it shifts from third to fourth. So if I have it up high in third and it shifts really quick down to fourth, it'll actually flutter really crazy. And that, I don't know if that's normal or not, but I'm not too sure about that. Leave it in the comments if you guys are having that problem as well, if it is a problem even, or if it's just normal with the turbo. Literally, guys, I'll rev it up to about 3,000 RPM, and then it'll shift into fourth gear, and it'll make like a really loud turbo flutter sound. I think it's normal, but I'm not too sure, so I'm gonna ask you guys to leave in the comments and let me know if that's normal or not. I'm gonna give it one more rip up here and really show you guys this turbo flutter. Yeah, guys, the sound is absolutely crazy. Like it's crazy. The increase in turbo, it's insane. I really hope you guys can hear that, because that is an absolutely crazy loud noise. And once again, guys, so if I rev it up to like a route right there, to be honest, about 2,700 RPM, and I either let it off, it shifts into fourth, it'll make that turbo flutter sound that everybody loves and likes. So yeah, guys, the main way how I make it flutter like crazy, because that's the title of this video, one, you gotta have a cold air intake. That's the one thing that's gonna make your turbo flutter and whistle like crazy. Installing that cold air intake is an absolute must. But another thing that I do is also giving it that rev up to about that 2,500 RPM, that 3,000 RPM. The higher you go, the louder the turbo whistle, and just letting it off the gas. Now, if you do have that cold air intake installed, if you don't, my theory that I just said also works to make your turbo whistle like crazy. But if you do have that cold air intake installed, I can tell you guys right now that turbo will flutter if you shift it, if it shifts from third to fourth. So there's really no reason to like rev it up like crazy and drop it off. Just let it shift, guys, and it'll do the same fluttering sound. That's what I personally recommend. to do in order to make that turbo flutter. It's really just trying to show you guys the sound on the cold air intake, not really, I mean, this is a kind of a how-to video, but the sound is more important really for me to get across to you guys, because the increase in sound is undeniably great. I'm gonna give it a rip right here. So we have, I'm gonna show you the 0 to 60 as well. Or I don't know if I can do a 0 to 60 right here. That'll be a little dangerous, but. You can clearly hear that, I hope. Damn, rolled a shitload of coal. Ooh, we better hustle. That clearly. Need to change out my brake pads. As you guys can hear that squeaking. Been getting on her too much recently with this cold air intake. Makes it absolutely insane, guys, with that sound. Oh, we're gonna gun it one more time here. You guys hear that? That was the shift that I was talking about. I really hope you guys could hear that. That was that shift, that really loud turbo flutter right there. That was the shift from 3rd to 4th. I gunned it right there, and I had it about 3,000 RPM. That turbo flutter was the shift from 3rd to 4th that I was talking about earlier. I don't know if that's a good thing. I like it though. I really like that sound when it does shift. The only thing that I have heard, guys, that could be a con with these cold air intakes is it does suck a little bit more air in, which means that it is going to suck more dirt particles in. So I think really just keeping on top of your oil is going to be the main thing. That way you don't have dirty oil. I do change my oil anyways about 3,000 miles, every 3,000 miles. But yeah, just staying on top of your oil and stuff like that is going to be the main thing. Really, guys, all around just a great intake. I really like it a lot, the S&B cold air intake. It does have a box around it too, so it does have a little extra coverage when it does come to that. A lot of people that are just getting these cannons, there's a lot of them that just have a cannon on them, no box on it. They are reporting that they do have some pretty bad problems with dust and air getting sucked in. So since this one does have a box in there, it does have a little bit more ability to suck all that dirt out. So it is a little bit better of an option when it comes to a cold air intake. But without further ado, guys, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just a little quick Thursday upload for y'all. I'm gonna be making a couple more cold air intakes for y'all. And I do have some LED headlights that came in that I'm gonna be installing hopefully here soon. It's been really rainy in San Antonio, so I haven't actually been able to install these headlights because I can't really install stuff in the rain. So once it gets sunny, guys, I'm gonna make a video for y'all when I do install these headlights. I really hope they're a good set of headlights. I haven't really checked them out even that much. Somebody sent me them off of Amazon, so I'm hoping to check them out. Hopefully they work, because I really need some new headlights pretty bad. Anyway, so guys, thank you guys for watching this Powerstroke Central video. Make sure to subscribe down below as usual, and we'll go ahead and catch you guys on another one. Make sure to watch some of the other videos I have up here or down there, and peace out, fellas. Thank you guys for watching.